What's going on? My name is Justin Cooper. This is my rig named Bronty. It's a 1996 Stewart and Stevenson M1079. Basically what that means, it's retired American military. These things are super cool because you can pick them up at auctions and they're really cheap. I mean, most of them have less than 5,000 miles and are under 35 grand. I don't know anywhere else that you're gonna be getting a 4x4 diesel central tire inflation built like this for that type of money. They run on 46-inch tires, got central tire inflation. Basically what that means is I have a box inside the cab, press buttons, got different PSI settings, and I can just air up and deflate the tires on the roll. Really nice when I'm getting into really rough terrain, because if I did this manually, it'd be an hour process. Carrying 116 gallons of diesel, 100 gallons of fresh water, 45 gallons of gray tank, 820 watts of solar, DC to DC charging, and then if I ever run out of power, which has never happened, plumbed in a Marine 10 kilowatt diesel generator, plumbed into everything. Favorite part about this, I got a little light. It's the little things that matter. All water is accessed only from the outside, so that way if I do get a leak in any of the main components, it drains outside of the truck. So outdoor shower, hot, cold, 2 filters, accumulator tank, pump. None of this is connected to the inside, so no leaks can happen in there. I went with a crazy, gigantic residential window. I had a dream. Like, all of this started from a dream. In college, I drove up to Alaska and photographed grizzly bears, just cowboy camping in the back of my F-150, which was roughing it. No shower, no food, no nothing, just kind of like foraging and being in a river and doing all that stuff. And now, slightly older age, knees hurt a little bit. I wanted something that was a lot more comfortable. So I had a dream a couple years ago, and I just slid open the whole side of a truck, and I was like, oh, go up to a cool camping site. That's what I want to do. So this is a bifold window. It's triple pane, hurricane rated. I've had 0 problems over 10,000 miles. But everything has been built that faces outwards. That way, when I get to a spot, I can just unload, see something beautiful. Coming around to the back, one of the biggest questions I always get is about tires. Those are expensive, those are heavy. How do you get them off? How do you change it? So these tires and rim combination weigh about 350 pounds. This is on a lift system. Everything's controlled from this little box, from raising the cab to lowering the tire. Makes it really easy. Me and my buddy Harry, you guys might know him in his Unimog, he also drove Porsches. We off-roaded and I popped a tire. It took 28 minutes to take it off, switch it, and be back onto the road. So it's pretty efficient. It's just like breaking your back labor. Everything is beadlock. And then we've got a traditional 110 mini split air conditioning unit. It's the most efficient way that I've been able to find to do heat and air conditioning. And then solar panels go on top of it. That way it's in the shade. It doesn't really get hot. I Raptor line it, which also protects it, makes it look better, and reduces the temperature of the outside unit. To get in, rather than hopping and like looking weird in a little station, be like, oh no, I can't get into the truck. It's on a ladder system and it'll just hold itself into place. This is actually, without the railing, this is the stock ladder that used to get hung on an M1079, but this whole box has been extended 3 feet, moved forward. The tire used to be in between the cab, so everything's been reused and remodified. So on the side, carry my weapons. Most people are like, why do you have a gigantic axe on the side of your truck? This is actually how I change a tire on the rim to break the beadlock. I look like a wild man because I'm just like, why isn't it working? And then shovel to bury any of the bodies along the way. Everything on this truck is run by air. So we've got 3 air tanks. This is all the pressure for the vehicle. And then this one I could also run on any of my pneumatic tools, but nowadays electrics are fantastic, so everything is just my Milwaukee's. Snorkel. These trucks are rated for really like 4.5, 5 feet of water fording, but technically that's the highest point I can go, so if there's a tsunami, I'm set. I mean, it's a military truck, like they don't care about the soldiers that much. It's hot, it's loud, like you're wearing ear protection. Sound deadening is a crucial part. I've put about 500 pounds of sound deadening in this truck, and now I can have a conversation like this. One more window on this side, which always stays closed because that's my coffee station. I don't want someone seeing me as I'm like in the morning, decrepit, crusty eyes, hair in a bun. For the most part, that's the outside of this truck. Oh, no, I lied to you all. I'm sorry. There's a pass-through that goes into the cab. So if any of you have followed these vehicles beforehand, you know that the cab and box are separate. One of the biggest things is I plan on driving from Alaska to Argentina, shipping to South Africa, and driving to Hong Kong. And another one of my crazy dreams was I was getting attacked by a lion and I couldn't get into my truck to drive away. So pass-through is crucial. I can roll my fat ass through there no matter what time of the day it is, which is super useful. So as we've walked around this, you might have noted a couple weird characteristics versus like a standard M1079. So what actually took place was the frame was extended 3 feet using stock chassis or stock frame rails from a decrepit old truck. The whole box was pushed forward 18 inches and turned around. So remove the refrigerator doors, that way the pass-through could be built, and then put in the Arctic Torn door in the back. So this is actually a 15-foot box, and it's 24.5 feet long. This outdoor porch, where this fine gentleman is standing, is where I drink my morning coffee. It's nice just being a little bit raised. When I was building this, I had a pup that I traveled with. Unfortunately, she's no longer with me, but she inspired part of my design. You enter in through a mud room. So my idea was I scuba dive, I got a dog, work boots, whatever it may be. I want to be able to wash everything off before I go inside the truck, which also created almost an 8-foot by 3-foot shower room. Washing machine over on this side, teak floors, actually just finished up the walls. Obviously this is still in progress. I plan on leaving to South America in November time. I got probably 100 more hours of work to do in this truck. Micro cement walls, everything is waterproof underneath as well. I didn't use any wood other than this cabinet inside this room. Composting toilet slides out. Mow and shower, residential would never use this. Van life or RVs, absolutely, because it's super low flowing, and it gets plenty hot for me. And I got my fan to get everything out. This is the only light right now, but it's more than enough. And screen door, haha, you're outside. Coming on the inside, I cook everything that I eat, so food was an essential for me, and I want to be able to be out in the middle of nowhere for 3 to 4 weeks. So my fridge is a little overkill. It's 14 cubic feet. I have 3 pints of ice cream. I've got a whole set in here. I just did child locks from like Amazon, which work perfectly. Right now, it's kind of like a guy fridge where it's just sauces and beer, but that's the essentials. Coming around the corner, this is the sink, the galley. The idea was if I have multiple people cooking like a Thanksgiving meal, some person could be here washing everything, someone can be prepping, and someone can be cooking, and no one's touching elbows. I've got a dishwasher. The washing machine is a lot. The dishwasher is like over the top. But for 4 days worth of dishes, it only uses 1 gallon of water. So to me, that I hate doing dishes, and I always use more water than that. And it's built into the countertop. This has probably been the most requested like information that people have wanted at the show. It's called a faux tile, 3-in-1. I've loved it so far. Actually, because I haven't built my cabinets, this is where I've been storing my dishes, and it locks into place. Coming in, coffee station. I don't really like the flavor of coffee, but everyone's got a morning routine, and when you're on the road, it's really easy to get in a funk if you're creating or traveling or having a bad day. This has been my reset, like doing something in the beginning of the day and doing it right. So created this area to kind of be my cleansing area. 2-burner stove, everything is built out of 80/20. Well, that's the Kleenex brand, but extruded aluminum. The company's called T-Nuts because they had the best price that I could find. Because I'm gonna be doing Central America and Africa, high humidity, wood is like a terrible design choice for that because it's gonna rot, bend, twist, and in 3 years, I'm gonna have a machine that no longer works. The window here, I've got my bug screen, slides all the way back, come over, whee, and it basically just slides back into place. Internal blinds, so if I've got like creepy people outside, I could kind of just see what's going on. But I always have this open because if you drive a truck like this, people are usually scared of you. Big design choice was bed on a happy jack. I got this on Facebook Marketplace. These things are really expensive, but the build quality is insane. So when it's time for bed, all I do is put it down, and it's strong enough that I can lift me and probably a small person up onto the roof. Because there's a 4 foot by 4 foot hatch that allows me to get up there. This was my second idea. If I'm being chased by lions or cartel and I'm like doing yoga on the roof, how do I get into the truck real quick? I just dip into here, lower myself down, and then I'm all set. The front portion is gonna be a dinette area. I work with mental health clinics, so I actually have a full-time job that I'm on video all the time, and it needs to look good because the doctor doesn't want to see someone in like a shabby, ugly, shady van. So this is going to be a dinette to fit about 6 people, turn into a secondary bed, table in the middle, and that way I can eat, I can cook, I can do everything. And that is the pass-through that gets into the back. So everything that I've used electrically is Victron. For just a standard, it works out of the box, but it's tied into the Garmin system. So this controls everything inside the truck: AC, DC, my start batteries, my DC to DC charging. I can turn everything on: Starlink, water pump, drawer locks, diesel heater, and then all of my outdoor lights as well can just plummet right through here. So I have 15 kilowatts of battery power. It's a company called Big Battery. It's this little unit right here. It's only 4.5 inches wide, and it goes into the wall. And that's why I can power everything. It's a 48 volt system, a 5,000 watt inverter. So basically every electronic inside this truck I can power at the same time. I've got about 1,500 hours into the truck, over a year and a half. And I didn't have any building experience before this. YouTube University is a fantastic place to be, and it teaches you basically everything. Most projects are overwhelming when you start, like the electrical, the water, the plumbing, all of that, it takes a little bit of bravery to just get into. But once you do, a lot of stuff makes sense. Yeah, this is my baby. I love it. My name's Justin Cooper. This truck's named Bronty. You can find me on Destination Daily everywhere. I'm done. See you guys next time. MTV, welcome to my crib.